This example will show how to conduct a confidence interval for dependent samples using R. So the first thing we have to do is type the data into R. This data has to do with the weight before and the weight after weight loss program. So I'll put in the before data first. And let's say the first data value was 175, the next person's weight was 172, 181, 185, 168, and 175. And then the after was 143, 151, 156, 161, 152, and 154. So now the data's in there. The next thing you might want to do if you want to look at the histogram and the normal quantile plot is you could do the difference and do before minus after. And then you can do a histogram of the difference. And then we can look at that histogram and see if it looks bell-shaped. It doesn't look all that bell-shaped. In fact, there's a gap here. So it may not be the best, but then there's only 6 data points, so that might also be an indication. I like to look at the normal quantile plot, so let's do a QQ norm of the diff. And looking at that, it looks not real linear. It looks a little linear, except this one data point is a little off. Otherwise, the rest looks fairly linear. Given that there's only 6 data points, we probably can assume it's okay. The last thing to look at is just to see if there's any outliers. So we'll do a box plot of the difference. I like my box plots to be horizontal. Don't know why, but I just do. And looking at that, that one point again is showing up as an outlier, but there's only one outlier. But that seems to be skewing everything off. The rest of it probably would look fairly linear for the normal quantile plot and might look normally distributed or bell-shaped for the histogram. So I think we're safe to go ahead and say the assumptions have been checked out and work okay. So now we're ready to do the command for the confidence interval, and it's a t-test because we're dealing with means. And then you do before and after. We call it paired equals true because we're doing a paired test. And then in this case, the confidence level was equal to 0.90. We run that. Here is your test statistic, which we don't need because we're doing a confidence interval. So we look down here for the 90% confidence interval, and it tells us it's between 18.9 and 24.1 pounds. So that's how much weight loss, because that's before minus after, so that's how much weight loss a person expects to get. And that gives us our data.